Hello everybody, it's me, Haley. Okay. I'm gonna try and lose weight again. This is my little intro to the thing, cause I weigh about 230 in pounds. Not so much on kilos, but whatever. And I know it's gonna be hard. And I'm not saying it's going to be hard just for the fact that I'm going to make excuses. It's hard for a few reasons. Number one, food is delicious. Number two, serving sizes are not what they are on the food packages that we buy. Number three, good food's expensive for you. Number four, Number four, the good food that I have purchased usually goes bad in like a day. So yeah, I do go and get some food once a week on Fridays, and usually it's more than somebody can eat in one day, and it's $5. So it's like, okay, I can get this delicious food, but it's going to go bad on me before I can actually eat it. So that is a problem. Another problem is I'm currently technically depressed, considering that I have been crying for no reason, not sleeping a lot, and I don't want to move, and I don't want to do anything, and then I have the horrible thoughts, and they're not homicidal or suicidal. No. It's just like, you're not worth it, you're pathetic, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that kind of thing. Another problem is that I hate exercising. Mainly because I hate being hot, I hate being tired, and I hate being sore. The other reason is I hate being seen exercising. Now, some people might go, that's a weird thing. Some people have that fear, but they can get over it. I mean, join Planet Fitness. They don't judge. Oh my god, my neck is feeling hot. Well, the truth is, the fear's still there. See, in high school, I was one of the chubby girls. And I wanted to do all the things that were available. I wanted to have fun with the other girls. Like rock climbing. I wanted to do that. I got stuck with the twigs. I knew I would not be held up by those people. They encouraged me to climb. I knew it would not work. I slipped. I fell. They went up in the air as I went down, because a falling object's weight weighs more when it's falling than it does when it's just standing there. So if you're on the earth and you weigh 200 pounds, you weigh 200 pounds. But if you're falling, you're like 400 pounds. And if the person who's supposed to catch you is 95 pounds, they ain't doing it. So there was 3 95-pound or less girls supposed to catch me. They could not. They went up. It was kind of hilarious, because the guy from the play team next to us that I wanted to be on, the team that I wanted to be on with the nice, strong guys that looked more about my size and weight, he jumped over, grabbed them, and had to hold them in place while I'm spinning around like a little top, unable to grab the wall. So yes, so I don't like exercising because I usually get stuck with skinny little bitches. Yeah, so that is a problem. The other problem with that whole I don't want to exercise in front of other people is the fact that in high school, again, I know this sounds really petty, but high school is horrible. During one of the classes, actually they did this quite often to me, I'd be like on the treadmill or something trying to get a nice little workout. I knew my pacing, so I knew it would be good for me. Those jerks I actually had them more than once do this to me, where they had swarmed around me so I couldn't get off because they were on the sides of the treadmill and behind me, so I couldn't just. And they cranked the sucker up to all the way. They also had max acceleration, max elevation. Our max was 10 on 10. I was level 2. I couldn't do that. 10 and 10 is like sprinting up a freaking mountain. So here I am. I look like a freaking cartoon character when I am stuck doing this. And I end up clinging onto the thing and having to basically do parkour to get out of that sucker. Because, yeah, I may have been the fat girl, but I got tormented for being the fat girl. So, yeah, some of my friends do not have the same claims as I do. And I really do not like working out in front of people because I'm afraid they will tamper with my stuff. Which happened quite often when I was working out in high school. People would tamper with that. My food, my equipment, anything. They would mock me, all that stuff. I hate it. And you might say, okay, get past it, it's in the past. It still haunts me. And it's still very intimidating to work out in front of others. Yeah, so there's that. Because, yeah, I don't want to be intimidated. I don't want to feel like I'm being watched. I don't like feeling like I'm going to be bullied. So there's a pretty good reason why I don't want to work out. Now let's see. Okay, another reason is, this may sound like a weird cop-out, but I'm autistic, so I have some idiosyncrasies, and one of them is being quiet. Working out can be quite loud, especially when you're on the... I'm not on the first floor. I'm not on the ground. So, my apartment is at the second or third or whatever floor you want to think it is. So I have people under me. So there are people under me, and I'm most wide awake at night. I'm a night person. So when I want to exercise is when everybody's asleep. I am most hyper when everybody's asleep in their bed. I'm sleepy when everybody is awake. I hate the sunlight. I hate the brightness. I sleep. I hate the loudness. I sleep. I don't like that stuff, so I sleep. I like it dark and quiet and cool. Not too cool, but not too hot, so yeah. So those are some reasons why I don't like working out. Also, I have to work out because I'm kind of fat. I mean, I tried to get a cosplay costume, and I'm looking at the measurements, and the measurements are... There are never any measurements in my size. Because it's either too small or too big. I had to order something with 52. Because the size below it was 43. And that's for the breast size. And my boobs are a 48. That means it's going to be loose up here because it's a little too tight over there. So I had to get a costume that's a little too big. Because they can't make one that's just right for different people. I mean, seriously, what is with the measurements nowadays? Maybe I have strange size. Because I don't think I'm a strange size. But I've been looking at the sizes that they say online that should be my size. Those measurements do not fit my measurements. Those measurements don't fit my friend, who's the same size. Those measurements don't fit my other friend, who's the same size. The measurements are wrong! So yeah, I'm going to try and exercise to get that into cosplay shape. And before you say, oh, but cosplay can be any size. Dude, I don't have a sewing dummy. I'm not that good at sewing things by hand. Like, I can sew pillows. I sewed this one. I can sew all sorts of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so I can sew, but I cannot make a costume that big and decent. Well, I am looking forward to trying to alter her outfit to make a Raven costume, because there is no Raven costume out there, and that Raven is badass. From the, if you don't know who Raven is, Teen Titans, all that stuff. I don't read the comics, but at the same time, almost any iteration of her, I like her. I just am not going to wear the Teen Titans one from the popular series. That was freaking awesome, because that's a leotard, and I'm very conscious about my size and shape. I actually gave away one of my shirts. Actually, I gave a couple of shirts away because I get given stuff and people are like, oh, this will look good on you. I have to give it to other people because it don't. Some of the things, because my fat is in my stomach area and in my boobs. That's the majority of where my fat is. If I put it on, I will look pregnant. I mean, I had one shirt, I wore it once to see how it fit, and the person kept saying that I had a big ass and a big gut. She compared it to a UFO. Thank you very much. Which I don't know how a UFO is fat, but yeah, so that's excellent. On the plus side, I do have it's a knockoff version of the leg thingy. I do have some bands which I can stretch. I have a couple of weights. I have a couple of things that go in your wrists and your hands and stuff like that. I have a little, it's not a real bikey thing, a real bike, but it's a little bike. I have one of those step things that you see in yoga, which I don't do yoga very much because who can follow those chicks? I do have a real bike, but I don't have a helmet, so I have to get a helmet. That and take it down a couple of flights of stairs. Now, the reasons I'm doing this: 1, for cosplay. 2, to look hot damn. 3, I have some health issues, which is actually another reason why, which makes working out hard, because I have arthritis in both my knees. Try dealing with that. That's a son of a. So, yeah. Trying to get in better health, trying to look good, all that sort of stuff. Again, price of food, price of this, and dealing with that is gonna be hard. Reasons I'm making a video blog about this. Basically this is for myself. I'm basically doing this blog for myself because I'm using it to try and motivate myself. Yes, I'll make it for the public to see, but guess what? I don't want you guys to give me information like, drink this guy's drink. Okay. Last time I tried to do this, I actually got some messages that are really, really weird. And I kind of think they were serious. Like, some people told me to vomit up my food all every time. I'm not going to become anorexic. I don't want to become anorexic, though I am predisposed to it. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to try hard not to become it. And try and lose the weight, but not become anorexic. That's really hard. Because it kind of runs families. My sister's been anorexic. My friends have been. Damn thing. So, yeah. But another thing was that, yeah, they told me to drink the semen of some skinny guys. That was one of the people that messaged me last time. And that they were doing a whole program about that. Yeah, not gonna do that. Because 1, that's getting guys action. 2, that's spreading STDs most likely. 3, I've never tried semen, but I've heard about it, and I've heard it is awful, smelly, disgusting, yeah. 4, that's pseudoscience. It has no reference on the... I mean, if it worked, you'd think there'd be more people that were skinny. Because there's a lot of guys getting head. I know quite a few. In fact, I know a whole bunch of gay guys that get it, and guess what? They ain't skinny! Sorry. I'm hoping that goes away with the weight loss. I have no idea what that is. Doctors have no idea either. And it's really annoying. Especially to me. You may be annoyed, but I'm annoyed way more than you think. So, yeah. I got some people... Yeah, for the most part I got stuff about sex, which people suggested. And yes, that is a very good exercise. But... ain't gonna help me because I'm single, and I am not screwing some random person to have him go, woohoo, I got slayed. Besides that, that's expensive too. Because I'm not gonna have a kid, because they're expensive, and condoms are expensive, spermicide's expensive, all that shit's expensive. And birth control, well, that made me sick. It gave me really bad headaches, so I stopped. So yeah, this is motivation to me. So if you do watch this video and you want to chime in, you can try and find me healthy recipes. You can say what works for you, as long as it's not something stupid. I mean, you could go, I do 50 squats a day. I'm not gonna do that because of my knees, but maybe that'll motivate me. You can, if you want to say, you can even share different types of exercise that you could try and figure out ways to help me overcome my fears. Or you can just dress up as Batman and go, I'm Batman, and run around like a lunatic. I don't care. As long as I don't get flamed, because basically, if you flame me for trying to improve myself, you're an ass. If you make fun of me for trying to do something, you're an ass. If you make fun of my weight, you're an ass. If you say something negative about this, you're an ass! So basically, don't be an ass. I'm trying to motivate myself. I'm already struggling as it is, so I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start doing something, or at least I'm going to try. And I'm going to keep this vlog daily as much as I can, so that I can try and inspire myself, so I can see the change. I hope. And I hope I become hot damn. And yeah. Thanks. Bye.